Welcome, my beloved child, to God Speaks Today, where my heart speaks directly to yours. Today I have a special message for you. I want you to know that I am here, ready to fight for you in every battle you face. This is not just a promise, it is my loving commitment to you. I see every challenge, every struggle, and every burden that weighs on your heart, and I want you to understand that you are not alone in this. You don't have to fight on your own. I am here, and I will fight for you. I want you to remember what I said in Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. In this verse, I spoke to my people as they faced what seemed like an impossible situation. They stood before the Red Sea, with their enemies pursuing them, and fear gripped their hearts. But I told them to be still, to trust in me, and to watch how I would fight on their behalf. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea for them, and I will do the same for you, my child. There is no battle too great, no enemy too powerful, and no situation too overwhelming for me. I am the Almighty, the one who commands the seas, the winds, and the stars. I am your Father, and my love for you is immeasurable. So, let me take the weight of your burdens. Let me step in and fight for you, because you are my beloved child, and I will never let you face this world alone. My child, do you believe this? Type 55 if you trust that I am fighting for you right now. My child, life can sometimes feel like a battlefield. I see the struggles you face, and I know how overwhelming they can be. These battles come in many forms: spiritual, emotional, physical, and financial. At times, it may seem like you are fighting on every front, and the weight of it all can feel like it's too much to bear. But I want you to know that I see every tear, every sleepless night, and every moment where you've questioned how you will make it through. There are battles of the Spirit, where you fight against doubt, fear, and temptation. The enemy tries to steal your peace and joy, whispering lies that make you feel unworthy, weak, or defeated. In those moments, it's hard to remember that I am right there with you, shielding you from attacks that you cannot even see. But I want to remind you today that my Spirit is your strength. When you feel like you have nothing left, lean on me, for I am your shield and protector. There are also emotional battles, those deep wounds that others can't see. You carry the weight of past hurts, broken relationships, and disappointments. The loneliness, the anxiety, the depression, they can feel like chains that are too heavy to carry. But I want you to remember, my child, that I am the healer of hearts. I am close to the brokenhearted, and I will bind up your wounds. You do not have to carry these burdens alone, for I am here to comfort you and give you peace. You may also be facing physical battles, illnesses that weaken your body, pain that refuses to leave, or a diagnosis that shakes you to the core. My heart aches with yours, and I want you to know that I am the God who heals. Just as I healed the blind, the lame, and the sick when I walked this earth, I am still the same God today. I am able to restore your health and give you strength for each new day. And then there are the financial struggles. I see the weight of the bills piling up, the fear of not having enough, and the stress that comes with uncertainty about your future. But remember, my child, I am Jehovah Jireh, your provider. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. Trust that I will open doors of provision and take care of you, even when it seems impossible. The battles you face may seem endless, but I want you to know that you are not fighting alone. I am with you, and I will never leave your side. In the midst of every storm, I am your refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. My beloved child, if you believe that I am fighting your battles right now, type 44, or to affirm your trust in me. My child, I want you to understand something very important today. I know your struggles, every single one. There's nothing that you face that I am unaware of, no tear that falls from your eyes that I do not see, and no pain in your heart that escapes my notice. I am your Father, and I am deeply aware of every challenge you go through, whether it's big or small, visible or hidden. I know it all. You may sometimes feel like no one understands what you are going through. You may feel isolated in your struggles, as if the weight of your burdens is yours to bear alone. But I am here to tell you that you are never alone in your struggles, my child. Even when the world cannot see or comprehend the depths of your pain, I see it all, and I feel it with you. Every sigh, every prayer, and every cry you utter in the silence of your heart is known to me. Psalm 34:17-18 says, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." My child, I am close to you in your brokenness. When your spirit feels crushed under the weight of life's challenges, I am right there with you, holding you up and giving you the strength to carry on. I hear your cries, and I will never turn away from you in your time of need. You are my precious child, and my love for you is unending. There are moments when you may wonder, does God see me? Does He care about what I'm going through? And my answer to you is a resounding yes. I see you, my child. I care about every detail of your life, from the smallest of worries to the greatest of fears. There is nothing too insignificant for me to care about, and nothing too overwhelming for me to handle. I am the God who created you, who formed you in your mother's womb, and who has been with you every step of the way. I know every hair on your head, every thought in your mind, and every desire in your heart. There is nothing that escapes my attention, and there is no part of your life that is hidden from me. Trust in my omniscience, my beloved child. I know the way ahead, even when you cannot see it. I understand the path you are on, and I see the obstacles that lie in your way. You may not always understand why certain struggles come into your life, but I want you to trust that I am working all things for your good. Every challenge, every trial, and every hardship is an opportunity for me to show my power and my love for you. I am the God who fights for His children, and I am fighting for you right now. Sometimes the battles you face may feel like too much to bear, but I want you to remember that I am with you in every moment of those struggles. I am not a distant God who is far removed from your pain. I am the God who walks with you through the fire, who holds you in the storm, and who shelters you under my wings. I am the God who fights for you when you feel weak, and who lifts you up when you are weary. I know your struggles, my child, and I will not let you face them alone. In Psalm 139:1-3, it says, "You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit, and when I rise, you perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways." My child, I know you better than anyone else. I know your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams, and yes, your struggles. I am familiar with all your ways, and I am constantly watching over you with love and care. There are times when you may feel like your prayers are not being heard, but I assure you that I hear a word. I hear the unspoken prayers of your heart, and I am moved by your faith. You may not always see the answers right away, but trust that I am working behind the scenes. Sometimes my answer comes in ways you do not expect, but know that my timing is always perfect. I know exactly when and how to deliver you from your struggles, and I will never leave you without hope. Trust in my wisdom, my child. I know the best way to fight for you. You may think that you need an immediate solution, but I see the bigger picture. I see the end from the beginning, and I know what is best for you. Trust that I am working everything out for your good, even when it seems like nothing is happening. I am always at work, even in the silence, and I will bring you through this season of struggle stronger than before. I want you to let go of the worry and the fear that grips your heart. You do not need to carry these burdens alone. I am your Father, and I am here to fight for you. When the battle seems too great, when the road ahead seems too long, remember that I am with you. I am fighting for you, and I will never let you fall. My child, if you believe this, type 22 to affirm your faith in me. My child, do you believe that I know your struggles and that I am fighting for you? Type 88 to affirm your trust in my love and care. My beloved child, I understand how difficult it can be to let go of control. As human beings, it is natural for you to want to solve your problems on your own. You desire to have everything figured out, to have a plan for every situation, and to know exactly how things will turn out. But my child, there is a freedom that comes when you release that need for control and trust me fully. I am the God who created the heavens and the earth, the one who holds the universe in my hands. If I can manage the stars in the sky, surely I can manage the details of your life. I ask you to surrender your worries and trust me because I know what is best for you. When you face challenges, your first instinct might be to fix them on your own. You may try different solutions, seek advice from others, or even attempt to control every outcome. But my child, I want you to understand that there are things in life that are beyond your control. No matter how hard you try, some problems are too big for you to solve on your own. That is why I am here. I never intended for you to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I am your Father, and I want to take those burdens from you. The truth is, letting go of control requires faith. It means trusting that I am capable of handling your situation better than you can. It means believing that I have your best interests at heart, even when things don't go according to your plans. Surrendering control to me doesn't mean you are giving up. It means you are trusting that I will bring you to a better place. I know the future, and I know what lies ahead. I want you to rest in the knowledge that I am in control, and I am working all things together for your good. Think about the Israelites as they stood before the Red Sea, trapped between the water and Pharaoh's army. In that moment, they had no control over their circumstances. They were powerless to part the sea on their own, and they couldn't fight off the Egyptian army. But when they let go of their fear and trusted me, I performed a miracle. I parted the Red Sea, making a way where there was no way. I fought their battle for them, and they walked through on dry ground. My child, I want you to know that I am still parting seas today. I am still making a way when there seems to be no way. But first, you must let go of control and trust me to fight for you. There are countless stories of people who experience victory by letting go of control and trusting me fully. One such example is the story of King Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles 20. When a vast army came against him and the people of Judah, Jehoshaphat was terrified. But instead of trying to figure out a battle plan on his own, he sought my help. He gathered all the people and prayed, acknowledging that they had no power to face the enemy on their own. He said, "We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." 2 Chronicles 20:12. My child, that is the kind of trust I desire from you. When you don't know what to do, look to me. When the battle seems impossible, surrender it to me, for I am the God who fights for you. I answered Jehoshaphat's prayer and told him, "Do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army. For the battle is not yours, but God's." 2 Chronicles 20:15. And just as I promised, I fought the battle for them. The people of Judah didn't have to lift a finger. All they had to do was trust me. I caused confusion in the enemy's camp, and they destroyed themselves. My child, the battle you are facing is not yours to fight alone. Let me fight for you. If you believe this, type 55 or yes to affirm your trust in me. My child, do Do you trust that I can fight your battles better than you can? Type I believe to surrender control and place your trust in me. Letting go of control can be scary because it requires you to step into the unknown. It requires you to trust that I will come through for you, even when you can't see how. But I want you to know that when you let go of control, you make room for me to move in your life. You give me the space to work miracles, to open doors that no one can shut, and to bring about the victory that you could never achieve on your own. When you trust me, you are placing your life in the hands of the one who loves you more than you can imagine, the one who knows what is best for you. Consider the story of Abraham. I asked him to let go of control in one of the most difficult ways imaginable. I asked him to trust me with his only son, Isaac, the son I had promised him. When I asked Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, it was a test of his faith. It required him to let go of control and trust that I had a greater plan. Even though he didn't understand why I was asking him to do something so painful, he obeyed me. And just as he was about to sacrifice Isaac, I provided a ram as a substitute. Abraham didn't have to lose his son because I had a plan all along. My child, when you let go of control and trust me, you open the door for my provision. I am Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. I see what you need, and I will always come through for you. Letting go of control is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. It takes great faith to surrender your plans and trust that I will lead you in the right direction. But my child, I promise you that when you place your trust in me, you will not be disappointed. I am the God who never fails. I will fight your battles and I will bring you to victory. You may be wondering, how do I let go of control? My child, it starts with prayer. Bring your worries, your fears, and your desires to me in prayer. Tell me what is on your heart, and then leave it in my hands. When you pray, you are acknowledging that you cannot do it on your own, and you are inviting me to take over. Trust that I hear your prayers and that I am already at work on your word. Another way to let go of control is to stop trying to figure everything out on your own. When you feel the urge to solve your problems by yourself, pause and remind yourself that I am in control. Take a deep breath and release your worries to me. It's okay to not have all the answers. I am the God who knows the end from the beginning, and I am guiding you every step of the way. Lastly, let go of control by trusting my timing. I know that waiting can be difficult, but my timing is always perfect. When you surrender your life to me, trust that I will bring everything to pass at the right time. I have a plan for your life, and I am leading you toward your destiny. My child, I want you to experience the peace that comes from letting go of control. When you surrender your life to me, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. I am here to fight your battles and to bring you to victory. If you believe this, type 78 to affirm your trust in me. My child, do you trust that I have a greater plan for your life? Type yes, yes to let go of control and allow me to fight for you. My beloved child, I want to remind you that my ways are not your ways. When I fight for you, I don't fight in the way you might expect. I don't operate within the limits of human logic or understanding. I fight in ways that defy reason and surpass anything you can imagine. I see the bigger picture, and my strategies are always for your ultimate good. Take the Battle of Jericho as an example. When my people faced the seemingly impossible task of conquering a fortified city, I gave them an unusual instruction: march around the city walls for 7 days, and on the 7th day shout. To human ears, this might have seemed absurd. How could walking around a city and shouting bring down walls made of stone? But my child, when you trust me and follow my instructions, no matter how illogical they may seem, miracles happen. On that 7th day, as the people of Israel obeyed my command, the walls of Jericho came tumbling down. Their victory didn't come from swords or physical strength, it came from obedience and faith in my plan. I fight differently, and my strategies often challenge human reasoning. Remember David, a young shepherd boy who stood before the giant Goliath. To the onlookers, David seemed outmatched, too small, too weak, too inexperienced. Goliath was a seasoned warrior, armed with weapons and strength. But I don't fight battles the way the world does. I gave David the victory not through physical might, but through faith and a simple stone. My child, never underestimate what I can do with the small things. When you face giants in your life, trust that I will give you the victory, even if my way seems unexpected. My child, my ways are higher than yours. Type 90 if you trust in my divine strategy. I want you to know that when you place your battles in my hands, I will fight in ways that you may not understand at first, but you will see the results in due time. Remember what I said in Isaiah 55:8-9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. My beloved child, trust me when I tell you that I have already worked out the victory for you. You may not see the path yet, but I am leading you to it. There will be times when you'll be tempted to take matters into your own hands because you don't see how I am working. But I encourage you to have patience and faith in my timing and methods. The victory is coming, but it will come in a way that glorifies me and blesses you far beyond what you can imagine. Trust that I am fighting for you, even when the process seems slow. You may not understand now, but soon you will see how I have orchestrated everything for your good. My child, I want you to understand that the battles you face in life are not always physical. Many of the struggles you go through are spiritual. As it says in Ephesians 6:12, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. You are in a spiritual battle, but the good news is that I have equipped you to stand firm and be victorious. The key to winning in spiritual warfare is not by striving in your own strength, but by standing still and trusting me to fight for you. I have already given you the armor of God to protect you: truth, righteousness, peace, faith, salvation, and the Word of God. But my child, you must understand that even though you are armed, it is not your strength or your weapons that will bring victory. The battle belongs to me. Look at the story of King Jehoshaphat again. When he faced an overwhelming army, I told him through my prophet, do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army. For the battle is not yours, but God's. 2 Chronicles 20:15. I did not instruct Jehoshaphat to gather more soldiers or strategize a battle plan. Instead, I told him to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. My child, there is power in standing still in faith. When you surrender the battle to me, I will move on your behalf. When you face spiritual warfare, don't panic or try to fight with your own efforts. Instead, stand firm in faith and let me take control. If you believe this, type I trust to affirm your trust. You may feel the pressure of the enemy's attacks, but know that I have already won the victory. On the cross, I defeated every power of darkness, every principality, and every evil force that comes against you. When you put your faith in me, you are standing in the power of my victory. Remember that your battle is not with people or circumstances, it is a spiritual battle. But take heart, for I have already overcome the world. In spiritual warfare, your role is to trust me completely. It is through faith and prayer that you release my power into your situation. When you pray, you are aligning yourself with my will and inviting me to intervene. I am a warrior, and I fight for my children. I will fight your spiritual battles if you let me. My child, the enemy may come against you, but he cannot stand against me. The battle is already won. My child, I want to remind you of the many times I have fought for my people throughout history. I have always been faithful to deliver them from their enemies, and I will do the same for you. Remember when the Israelites stood at the edge of the Red Sea, trapped between the water and the Egyptian army. They had no way out and no hope of escape. But I am the God who makes a way where there seems to be no way. I parted the Red Sea and led my people to safety on dry ground. The Egyptians pursued them, but I fought for my people, and the waters came crashing down on their enemies. My child, I will part the seas in your life too. I will make a way for you, even when you feel surrounded by impossibility. Then there's Gideon, a man who felt inadequate and unqualified to lead my people into battle. But I saw something in Gideon that he couldn't see in himself. I called him to lead a small army against a vast enemy. With only 300 men, I gave Gideon the victory, showing that it wasn't by human strength or numbers, but by my power that the battle was won. My child, even when you feel outnumbered or overwhelmed, remember that I am with you. Victory is not determined by what you can see, it is determined by my strength. Do you see how I fought for my people? I will do the same for you. Whether it's a sea that needs parting, a giant that needs defeating, or an army that seems too big to conquer, I am the God who fights for you. I have a track record of victories, and I will not fail you. If you believe that I am fighting for you, and that I will bring you victory, type Jesus to affirm your trust in me. My beloved child, I know how hard it can be to wait, especially when you are in the midst of a fierce battle. But let me tell you something important. My timing is perfect. I know exactly when to step in, when to bring you victory, and when to show my power. Often the battles you face are not just about the fight itself, but about what I am doing within you while you wait. Trusting my timing is one of the greatest expressions of faith you can offer me. There are moments when the fight seems to last longer than you expect, and it's easy to grow weary. You may wonder why I haven't moved yet, why the breakthrough hasn't come. But my child, every delay has a purpose. I am not slow in fulfilling my promises. Rather, I am patient, working things out for your good in ways you cannot yet see. But do not be discouraged if the victory doesn't come immediately. Know that I am refining you in the process, building your strength, and preparing you for even greater things. Consider the story of Joseph. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. His battle lasted for years, but in the end I elevated him to a position of great authority in Egypt. Joseph's journey was not about quick victories, it was about the development of his character and his unwavering trust in me. At the right time, I brought him out of prison and into his purpose. My child, I am working on your behalf even when you don't see it. Trust in my timing, for I am never late. If you believe this, type 23 or to affirm your trust in my perfect timing. Sometimes, the waiting season feels unbearable, but in those moments I am closer than ever. I am teaching you patience, endurance, and deepening your faith in me. Every trial is an opportunity for spiritual growth. I want you to grow in faith, to learn how to lean on me fully, and to be confident in my ability to bring you through. I will never leave you in the battle alone. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, I am working behind the scenes. Trust that at the perfect moment, I will bring you the victory. And when I do, you will see how every step along the way was necessary to prepare you for the blessing that's coming. My child, type yes, yes, or if you are ready to trust in my timing, no matter how long the fight may last. My child, you may be wondering how to truly surrender your battles to me and let me fight for you. It begins with prayer. Prayer is your direct line to me. It is where you can pour out your heart, your fears, your struggles, and your hopes. When you come to me in prayer, you are inviting me into your battle. I listen to every word, and I am moved by your faith. Fasting is another powerful way to surrender. Fasting shifts your focus from the physical to the spiritual, allowing you to draw closer to me. It's a way of saying, Lord, I trust you more than anything else. I am relying on you for strength, for direction, and for victory. When you fast and pray, you are humbling yourself before me, acknowledging that you cannot do this on your own. And my child, I respond to humility. When you come to me with a humble heart, I will fight for you. I will step in and bring you the victory. But it's not just about moments of prayer and fasting, it's about living a life of faith. Trusting me should be part of your everyday routine. When you wake up, invite me into your day. When you face challenges, speak my word over them. Let your life be a reflection of your trust in me. I want you to know that you don't have to carry these burdens alone. I am here to fight for you every day, in every situation. If you are ready to let go of control and invite me into your battles, type 45 to affirm your decision. You must also align your life with my will. Stay close to me by reading my word, obeying my commands, and seeking my guidance in everything you do. I will direct your path, and when you walk in my will, nothing can stand against you. Humility is key when you admit that you need me. That's when I will move powerfully on your behalf. My child, let go of pride. Let go of the need to do it all on your own, and trust that I am with you. I will fight for you, but you must surrender the battle to me. My beloved child, victory is guaranteed when I am the one fighting for you. I have never lost a battle, and I never will. When you place your trust in me, you are putting yourself on the winning side. As Romans 8:31 says, if God is for us, who can be against us? There is no power, no enemy, no situation that can defeat you when I am fighting for you. Look at the victories I have given my people throughout the ages. I parted the Red Sea for the Israelites. I brought down the walls of Jericho. I delivered Daniel from the lion's den, and I brought Lazarus back to life. My child, nothing is impossible for me. The same power that won those victories is available to you today. Victory is not just something I offer, it's something I guarantee. When I fight for you, the outcome is already decided. All you need to do is stand in faith, trusting that I am working on your behalf. The enemy may try to discourage you, to make you think that the battle is too big or too long. But remember this, I never lose. My child, type 76 or yes if you believe that victory is assured because I'm fighting for you. I want you to live with confidence, knowing that I am on your side. The battles you face may seem overwhelming, but when I step in, they shrink in comparison to my power. But do not be afraid of what lies ahead. Trust that I have already won the victory for you. My child, the victory is yours. As we come to the end of this message, my child, I want you to rest. Rest in the knowledge that I am your protector, your defender, and your deliverer. You don't have to fight alone. You don't have to carry the weight of these battles by yourself. I am with you every step of the way, and I will not let you fall. Be at peace, my child, for I have you in the palm of my hand. No enemy can snatch you away from me. No battle is too big for me to handle. I am your shield and your fortress, your ever-present help in times of trouble. Let my love cover you and bring you peace. Let go of your worries, your fears, and your doubts. Trust in my protection and know that I am fighting for you. Let us end with a prayer. Father, I surrender every battle to you. I trust that you are fighting for me, and I rest in your protection. I believe that victory is mine because you are with me. Thank you for your love, your faithfulness, and your power. In Jesus' name, amen. My child, if you believe in my protection and my promise to fight for you, type I receive as a declaration of your faith. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel